Hello, folks out in the land of Texas. We welcome you to the Texas ACAC Virtual College Fair session, where you will hear from 5 schools tonight. And I can just let you know the format. Each school will give a 6-minute presentation. You can direct your questions through the Q&A function within the toolbar on your screen, and they will get the question that way. They can answer that through the Q&A. Just a reminder, your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see you or hear you. And since this is the last TACAC session, there are no more sessions to sign up for. And this is being recorded. Tonight we have 6 schools: Webster University, University of Missouri, Missouri Southern State, Drury University, and Coastal Carolina University. And those presenters you will see within your Zoom screen there. So I am going to turn it over just so you can see it. We are actually in A6 session at the very top corner. The presenter from the University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy in St. Louis has not shown up, but if they do, they will be at the very end. Again, welcome you, and hope that you get your questions answered. And I just, again, want to encourage you to direct your questions to each presenter via the chat function. All right, I think we're ready to start and go. And I am going to stop my screen share and turn off my screen and hand it over to Webster University. All right, off you go.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. My name is Morella, and I'm an admissions representative from Webster University. I'm a graduate of Webster. I'm in grad school. Here at Webster. I work here, so I know all about being a student, and I like to provide some of that information to you guys and just let you know why I love this university so much. So I'll go ahead and start here. My presentation is actually a live web page. I've already put my contact information in the chat for you guys. I've also put the link to this presentation in there, so you can refer back to this as many times as you need. There are some links in here that I'd really like you guys to click on and view. So go ahead and do that. Just bookmark this website and you'll be able to come back to this presentation as many times as you'd like. First and foremost, I want to say that we're here. We are on campus. Webster University has put some really strict policies and procedures into place, and we've been able to stay open and have our students in their dorms. Classes where we can be socially distanced, where we can't, we have gone to online virtual learning, but we're happy to be open. For those of you who don't know, Webster is located in Webster Groves, which is an area of St. Louis, Missouri. So right in the heart of St. Louis, with all the action and the fun that we have here. We're a smaller school. We have about 2,100 full-time undergraduate students. So what that means for you is smaller classroom sizes. We have a 9-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio. When I went here, I never really had more than like 15 other students in class with me. And I find that to be true a lot of the time today as well. We cap at 25, but typically it's about 15 students in a class. So you're really going to get that one-on-one attention from your instructors. You're really going to get to build relationships with them and get to know them really well. I had 3 instructors on my resume as references when I graduated Webster because I built such strong relationships. Webster offers over 120 different programs, and we house those within our 5 different departments. We call them schools and colleges. So you guys can just click on these links in this presentation and actually view the different programs that we offer you. But I like to say that we offer something for everyone. 120 for a small school. Those are a lot of different programs and majors. We offer a lot for our students. Ease of transfer. Webster is not one of those schools that's really nitpicky about what credits we will accept from students. If it's coming from an accredited institution, we're going to give you those credits. So 50% of our students are transfer students who earn an associate's degree somewhere else and transfer into Webster. For freshmen who are coming into our school, what that means is if you're taking any dual credit college classes, we'll be able to transfer those credits over for you with no problem. Webster makes it really easy for you guys to be as involved as possible at Webster. We have over 70 different clubs and organizations. You guys can click on this link to see all those clubs and organizations. If there's nothing on there that you particularly like, it's super easy to make a club at Webster as well. You just need to find 10 other people that like the same thing and you guys have got a club. So whatever that might be, when I went to Webster, there was a Quidditch club. They used to play Quidditch on our lawn. So you can make that whatever you'd like to be. We also have things like a radio station so our students can have their own radio show. We let you be as involved as possible. When I say we have something for everyone, I really mean it. On top of everything else, we're an NCAA Division III athletic school. So we have the sports. These are the men's sports that we offer. And these are the women's sports we offer. So you guys can click into that for more information on the sports. This guy right here is our Gorlock. He is our mascot. He was on a BuzzFeed article about the weirdest college campus mascots. In my personal opinion, he was the cutest one on there. So yeah, that's our little Gorlock. He's a made-up creature. Campus housing, these are nice, modern, comfortable dorms. These are not your old school dorms. We don't have a bunch of people on one floor sharing a bathroom. It's you and a roommate of the same gender, and you guys share a bathroom with your suite mates next door, also of the same gender. So 2-door room, 4-door bathroom. We offer you free laundry as well. And we take your roommate assignments very seriously. We like to make sure that you're going to get along with your roommate as well. You guys can click here for a 360 housing tour. If you don't know about our study abroad, you need to learn about that program. Webster is a global university. We actually have college campuses in every single one of these cities. So if you go here, you're going to be studying at a Webster University. You're going to be staying at Webster dorms. Your parents are going to feel better about it and your guardians because they know it's safe, it's vetted. We've been doing it for years. And you're going to get to live in these cities for 6 months or a year and study at Webster. Your financial aid, your tuition, your scholarships, it all follows you because it is a Webster University. We also pay for your first time round trip ticket. So it's definitely an opportunity our students need to take advantage of. Nobody's going to pay you to travel once you graduate. So I think you guys really should take advantage of that while you can. Applying to Webster is super easy. You can do it 3 different ways. Apply online at our website, webster.edu, apply through the Common App, or apply through College Coalition application. We require transcripts. We do not require test scores. If you submit test scores, great. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So just make sure you get those transcripts in. And we are open for visits. I do want to say that. So if you guys want to come visit us, you can visit webster.edu/visit to schedule that. We'd be happy to have you. We do have rolling admissions, so we're constantly looking at applications as well. And like I said, it's free to apply, so you guys can do that any way you'd like. The most important question, how much does Webster cost? It is a private institution. It's $28,500 for full tuition regularly, but we offer very generous scholarships to our students. You don't even have to apply for them. We just offer you a scholarship when you're applying to Webster based on academics. Those range between $13,000 and $19,000 per year, and they're renewable for every single year that you're here. So that takes a nice chunk of the change out right there. On top of that, we will stack any scholarships that you're bringing in, and we can stack on top of that anything that you're getting from the FAFSA as well. So we make ourselves as accessible and as affordable as possible. And then at the bottom of this page, you will find visit information and my contact information and our contact information for our office. So just make sure that you copy this link. Thank you all so much. Thank you for being here.
All right, thank you, Webster University. Next up will be the University of Missouri, and I just wanted to tell you all that, again, please do direct your questions in the chat to them. Justin, you are up.
Right. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Justin Cooks. I am with the University of Missouri. I am one of the 2 regional admissions recruiters based in Texas. I primarily cover the Houston, Austin, and then Fort Worth area. And then my colleague, she covers the remaining portion of Dallas. Here today, I'm going to speak a little bit about the University of Missouri. Just a little background about myself. I am an alum from the university. I graduated in 2013, degree in sport management. I also went back to school because I love being at the university, also to get my master's in education. Now I'm working with admissions. I've been working in admissions for about 2 years now. This picture right here on the screen is going to be our downtown area. This is going to show you a little bit about what the city of Columbia looks like. We are located in the state of Missouri, about 2 hours in between St. Louis and Kansas City, respectively. We have been voted a top 25 cities to live in as far when it comes to niche.com. The actual population, as you can see, is a little bit under 120,000 permanent residents. We have a variety of things to do in the city of Columbia. We have all of the big local or the big chain restaurants, whether that be your Chipotle, your Chick-fil-A's, Popeyes, things of that nature. But then we also have a lot of our local mom and pop shops, whether it be restaurants or just like clothing shops that you can walk to. Our downtown is about 5-minute walking distance. So just to the left of your screen is like the outskirts of our campus. It is a closed campus and is very, very walkable. And then a variety of other things that our students get involved with, whether it be going to different parks, film festivals, music festivals, and different live venues that are in our downtown area. So a little bit more about the university. And this is a picture of our main building, Jesse Hall. The University of Missouri, we have about 30,000 students on our campus. 27,000 of those students are going to be our undergraduate level students. And then the rest, or 23,000 are going to be undergraduate level students. And then the other 7,000 are going to be our graduate level students. We do have Tigers that come from all 50 states and over 120 different countries. We do consider ourselves to be a land grant and AAU institution. Essentially what that means is we are that state and local school. So we're like your Michigan State, Illinois State, Texas A&M, University of Texas, all located in one campus. And then the AAU I'll speak is essentially that top tier level 1 research school at a land grant price because we are tasked with educating as many Missourians as possible. This is just going to be talking about a little bit of where our Tigers are coming from. As you can see on the screen, outside of Missouri, Texas is our number 2 state for Tigers that come to the University of Missouri. A lot of them, majority of them are going to be coming from down south, but then Dallas area is going to be like really, really big. Houston is going to be really big, and then San Antonio. This right here is the bulk of our admissions process. Things look a little different this year, but this is going to be our traditional admissions process. If you get 1160, 24 or 1160 on your ACT or SAT, you'll be automatically admitted into the university as long as you have these 17 core classes on the right and you are in a good academic standing. So whether you're from a ranking school or your school doesn't rank, if you do get below that 24 or 1160, we do have a sliding scale. Let's say, for instance, you get a 21 on your ACT and you're from a non-ranking school, we will look for you then to have a 3.05 core GPA, which is based upon those 17 core classes that you see on the right. The University of Missouri, we have over 300 different degree programs on our campus. And then over 600 clubs and organizations. If you can't find a club or organization on our campus, you can definitely create one. I think Webster University said it too, but if you get 10 friends, you and 9 of your friends, you can actually create an organization, anything that you want on campus. And then we also do have 20 Division I sports. We are a Division I NCAA university. We are a part of the SEC as well. This is going to be a little bit about our application process. So when your apply applications open up August 1st of your senior year, the deadline for submitting your competitive scholarship application is going to be December 1st. But then we also do have automatic scholarships. So as long as you apply, when you apply, you meet the requirements, you will automatically be given a variety of scholarships all the way up to out-of-state tuition waiver. This is especially for a lot of our Texas students that take advantage of it, that I know of, and then a lot of our out-of-state students. This is what we call our Missouri residency process. If you take advantage of this your freshman year, you will live in the state of Missouri for 12 consecutive months. Living in your dorm does count. And then these are the 5 steps that you would have to go through. We are open for visits on campus, and then this is my information here. also put it inside the chat. Thank you so much.
All right, perfect. All right, thank you, Justin. Really appreciate that. Next up, we will hear from Missouri Southern State, and it's Jason. And as he's getting set up, again, want to just remind you that pose your questions that you have within the chat. Justin, sorry, Jason, you are off and ready to go.
It's all right. Yeah. Okay. So good evening or good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about Missouri Southern. And my name is Jason Stockbridge. I am the Regional Admissions Counselor based in Tulsa. So first things first, our contact information for the Office of Admissions and myself is on the left, and on the right, if you would like to go ahead and scan this QR code and copy this web address, this will take you to our inquiry card at the end of my presentation. If you'd like everything being presented, please go ahead and fill that out and submit that in. Now, I'll leave this up for a couple more minutes so you can scan that QR code or copy that web address. All right. So why should you pick Missouri Southern? The faculty to student ratio is 19-1. So you're going to have that undivided attention inside and outside the classroom. Also small classes. At Missouri Southern, every class has 30 students or less. And the student body represents 48 different countries and 42 different states. But most importantly, we offer in-state tuition opportunities at MSSU, the 8 states that border Missouri, including Texas and Hawaii. And this is called the Lion Pride Discount. And you can still receive university and academic scholarships. Also this year, we're rolling out new, exciting MOSO freshman scholarships, and these are based on your cumulative high school GPA and your SAT and ACT scores. The high tier Premier is 5,000, Gold, the middle tier is 3,500, and Green, the low tier is 2,000. We also have competitive scholarships. So we have foundations in performance and athletics. So at Missouri Southern, we're Division II. So whatever you get for athletics, you get for athletics, and whatever you get for academic, you get for academic. We don't split the two, you get both. And also we have honors scholarships. So if you're a senior right now, you have to apply before February 15th. And you must meet one of the following requirements listed below. Our city is perfect for college life. MOSO's campus is located in the beautiful Ozark Mountains, right off of historical Route 66 near I-44. And Joplin is the 4th largest city in the state of Missouri. And we offer concerts, sporting events, and nightlife. Top programs and degrees right now are business administration, criminal justice, teacher education, health professions, and biology. MOSO has 140 different majors to choose from for certificates, associates, and bachelor's degrees, and we offer 6 master's degrees programs as well. So you're probably wondering what the admissions requirements are. Listed here, you don't have to have all of these to be admitted to Missouri Southern. You must have one in order to be admitted. So you have to have a 2.25 cumulative high school GPA, or a 21 on your ACT, or a 1060 on the SAT, or be in the top 50 percentile of your graduating class. If you have one of these right now, you will be admitted to Missouri Southern State University. And if you liked everything that's been presented so far, I would recommend going ahead and apply today at mssu.edu/apply. Estimated tuition cost for 1 year is right at $14,000 a year with that Lion Pride discount that I was talking about. And this includes the most expensive meal plan and the most expensive dorm on campus. So right now we have 5 meal plans to choose from and 4 dorms to choose from, but we're building a 5th dorm called Lion Village, and it should be online by the fall of 2021. So you're coming in right at the right time for the new dorm. But the other 4 are traditional quad suites and apartments. The suites and apartments fill up very quickly at the end of the spring semester. So if there's a particular dorm or a particular class that you're looking at getting into, I would recommend going ahead and apply today. Submit your official high school transcript, your official dual credit transcript from the college that you're taking those classes at, and also your test scores. Because once you submit all that and are admitted to Missouri Southern, then that starts the ball rolling for housing and financial aid. Now with financial aid, we look at three things. We look at work study, scholarships and grants, and hopefully everything is covered under those three before we lastly look at loans. So Rory and I, that's our mascot. We are always excited to ask this question. I hope you're ready to roar at MSSU. And if so, please register for one of our signature events called Join the Pride in the fall or Show Me Moso in the spring. And right now we have a Show Me Moso event on Friday, March 19th from 1:30 to 4:30 on campus. And this is where you can meet the president, the faculty, the staff, and current students and take a campus tour. And you can register at the website provided. If you can't make that event, we understand. We do offer campus tours. So we do have two versions per the pandemic. We do have virtually and on campus. And those are offered Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. And then on Fridays in the spring, 1 p.m. So please go to the website provided to register for those. But if you have any questions, my contact information is right there. And Rory and I are looking forward to seeing you on campus. And as always, go Lions.
All right, Jason, thank you so much. All right, so next up, we're going to hear from Drury University. I think we're all set up. Becca, screen's yours.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having us. We're really excited, obviously, to be talking to you guys about college. So I'm going to be talking about Drury University, and I'm the assistant director of admission here. I'm also an alumni, so I went through this process once before. I ended up at Drury, so just here to hopefully provide any information to answer questions about Drury and the process. So this is just kind of an overview of Drury. We have lots of things, but kind of the things I want to point out to you. We're a smaller university. We have about 1,500 undergrads. So if you're looking for a small private liberal arts school, we're definitely somebody you should keep in your corner to check out. We have a 13-to-1 student faculty ratio, average class size of 19. We have lots of majors and programs and areas of study, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. And then also know that we're a Division II NCAA school. We're really well known for basketball and swim and dive. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely keep us in mind. Actually, our Lady Panthers are in nationals. We're doing a regional and they're seated second in the nation for nationals. So it's really exciting if you're into those sorts of things. We definitely love that here at Drury. To just talk briefly about the application process, it's free to apply. We are test optional, so you are not required to send ACT, SAT test scores, but we do have just an essay that we give you prompts for, or you can send us an essay you're proud of, where we grade it on a scale of 1 to 36 to kind of mimic the ACT. And so that allows us to give you an excellent academic scholarship kind of based on your writing skills and communication, all of that good stuff. So we are test optional and we definitely can talk more about that. But if you do have ACT, SAT, we do super score. So we give you that benefit. And we do take your weighted GPA as we consider the admissions process. So we are in Springfield, Missouri. It's kind of depending where you're coming from. Texas, we're kind of in the southwest corner of the state. Springfield, if you're not familiar, is the third largest city in Missouri after St. Louis and Kansas City. It's really a great place to go to college. We have lots of universities in the area, so pretty much everything around here is based around our college population. We have a great downtown, we have theater, we have art, we have music, we have a lot of great culture to just really get involved with, and there's always something to do, so that always makes it fun. We're actually located very close to downtown. This top right-hand corner is kind of a picture, an overview of our downtown area. So it's literally a couple blocks away. You can walk there from campus if you wanted to, but coffee shops, restaurants, we have kind of everything you could think of that you'd need. We also have in the area, we're in the Ozarks, like a lot of these schools actually today for Missouri. And we're in the Ozarks, so there's lots of outdoor activities, hiking, caves, Definitely going on float trips is what we refer to if you go kayaking or floating on an air tube down the river. So if you're an outdoors person too, it's a really beautiful part of the country that I definitely encourage you to explore. Talking about life on campus, we are a residential campus. Most students do live on campus, either 3 years or all 4 years that they're here. For freshman year, we do have 3 residential hall options. They're all suite style, no community style bathrooms. But after freshman year, we have tons of apartment style housing for you. So you'd have a kitchen, living room, and all that good stuff. It's a very safe part of town. Our security is 24/7. I know that question gets asked a lot, but definitely you can feel safe and secure as you're living on campus. And then just kind of talking about, why Drury? We do have a really strong academic reputation. There's a lot of accolades on here, but we're in the top 15 Midwestern universities, Princeton's reviews, best 384 colleges, also financial value. We've been really ranked as, really affordable for what you're getting. And then also we have something we call the Drury difference. We really do feel that as a culture thing across campus. Our faculty go above and beyond to help students, achieve whatever they're looking to do. But we have lots of great programs that are really exceptionally known, nationally known, which we'll talk about here in a second, but a couple just to mention. Our architecture program is actually a 5-year accredited master's program, which is really unheard of a school this small. We're really excited about that. We're super proud of that. Our pre-health sciences, we have a 95%, I believe, last I checked, acceptance rate into med school if they're applying for that. And we also have a ton of other pre-health profession programs that you can definitely take advantage of. And then another thing that makes us super unique is something we unveiled about 2 years ago now. When you get to college, like right now in high school, you're checking off some boxes, right, to graduate. You'll do a little bit of that, especially at liberal arts schools, of kind of taking classes from different categories to have a well-rounded education. So we try to reimagine those gen eds that typically are referred to make it a little bit more customized to you. So Drury Fusion is our attempt to do that, to help you customize kind of what you want to do professionally and also give you some life skills along the way while still working towards graduation. So what that looks like, just briefly, you're going to graduate guaranteed with 3 credentials. You're going to have your major. You're going to have a certificate, which we'll talk about in a second. And then you'll have a third major, minor, or certificate. You get to pick. You get to customize whatever you want that third credential to be. It's yours. There's over 49,000 different combinations for all of these things. So we will definitely help guide you so you can make the best choice to customize your education. We also have life-changing mentorship, our academic advising, our Compass Center. We have so much help to make sure that you feel confident in the direction you're going with your academics. So definitely know you're not going through this alone. And then also you're going to graduate with guaranteed real-world experiences like internships, research, volunteer work, study abroad, all those sorts of things. And then here's a bunch of certificates. This QR code can take you to learn more, but basically it's just 12 hours that you would do with lots of different themes you get to pick from. But thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. We are in person and we have visits on campus. So this QR code will take you to our visit page, but thank you for having me.
Great. Thanks, Becca. Last, we've got Ashley from Coastal Carolina. Will present about Coastal Carolina University. For the folks on the other side, I encourage you to stick around as we've got a round robin of questions and Q&A at the very end to close us out. After Ashley gets done, I will come back and we'll go through that round robin. So Ashley, off you go.
Great, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go a little rogue here and show a video first. Give me just a second. Well, actually, let me find a. All right. Great. Thanks you all for humoring me and letting me show my video for you. And give me just a second. I'm going to pull up a quick facts for you as well. Hopefully you can see that slide. And the bottom right is my information and my name. Well, it sounds like I've got another video going, so give me a second. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, as you can see. Roll with the punches on this evening. Anyway, quick facts about Coastal Carolina. You can see my contact information down there on the bottom right. My name is Ashley Cohen. I'm Associate Director of Admissions and Events. Some quick facts on the top left here of the screen. We are a medium-sized school. I love showing that video because it shows our beautiful campus. We are located in Conway, South Carolina, which is about 9 miles from Myrtle Beach. You saw a brief glimpse of one of the members of our boat fleet that we have as part of our university. We also have a barrier island just off the coast of North Carolina, which is not too far from our campus, but our beach is about 9 miles away. 16-to-1 student faculty ratio, some accolades that you can see under the rankings, top majors that we have. Marine science is one of our most popular majors, management in our College of Business, exercise and sports science is in our College of Science, communication, which is great because we have a couple of brand new concentrations in sports communication and interactive journalism in the communication major. That's in our College of Humanities and Fine Arts. And then our psychology is in our College of Science. We also have a really cool major called interdisciplinary studies, which is if you have a career goal, but it doesn't kind of focus on one specific major, you can pull together minors and pieces of other majors to make your own major. We have an alumni that we're really proud of that is a marine photographer, and they combined elements of the marine science program and elements of entrepreneurship and our photography program in our arts, fine arts college to put this marine photography major together. So we have a lot of customizable options at Coastal Carolina University. We are rolling admissions. We are test optional for the first time this year, not because of COVID, prior to COVID. And you can see some stats there about our admissions. We are 50% in-state and 50% out-of-state. We are 50% South Carolinians and 50% from the rest of the country and the world. So we have a lot of geographic diversity. Again, test optional, but we also accept your ACT and your ACT scores, as well as we are rolling admissions. Like I mentioned, we are new to the Common App this year, but we also have our own institutional application. And I know you've received a lot of information on colleges, but I want to point you to the direction of my contact information and our email if you have any questions at all. And I very much appreciate your attention today.
All right, Ashley, thanks so much. I really appreciate everybody information and yeah, so what I'm going to do now is do a quick round robin. We've got roughly less than 10 minutes left. So what I'm going to do, and we will go in presentation order. So that would be Webster, Mizzou, Missouri Southern, Drury, and Coastal Carolina. And let me make sure that I have the right slide that I can share, and I do. So as a extra benefit to what we're doing, I'm gonna have them answer this question here. As you can see here, it says, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process right now? What would you say? And we'll start with Marilla.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I'll go with my go-to advice is please make sure that you are keeping in contact with your admissions reps and the people that are your contacts at these universities. This is an extremely difficult time. I know a lot of you had school virtually and didn't have your teachers or your counselors there to push you and kind of motivate you. So you had to self-motivate. And this can be tough. It can be a tough process. So we're here to help. That's literally our job, is to help you all. We love to hear from you. Stay in contact with us. Ask as many questions as you'd like to a day. I love hearing from my students. And make sure, that you're contacting all these different admissions reps, because they're all going to give you different, perspectives on their universities and really be your greatest resource. So take advantage of that resource and stay in contact with us.
Thanks. Justin.
Yeah, much like Marilla said, just ask as many questions as possible. I would say throughout your search process, look into as many different options as possible, different types of schools. Don't just settle for obviously Texas schools, but look into multiple different things. Know what type of majors you want to go into, but just go with your gut. Look for questions such as, the different activities, how you can get involved, how universities can help you to excel, your career path, different things of that nature. But just, be open to a lot of different options.
Great. Jason.
I feel like a third wheel and just tagging on to what everybody else is saying. But I would say find a campus that you feel at home at. That's probably the best one. And then the other one that I always go to, don't stress out so much about trying to find a major right off the bat. Always look and see what you're interested in and see what classes are there to offer and see what majors you want to go into, because hey, you don't have to know that right off the bat. You have some time to decide what major you want to go into and what field you want to go into. So enjoy it and explore. And also, like Justin was saying, definitely get to know the community and also get to know the different organizations on campus and off campus, but make it your home. That's what I would leave with.
Okay, Becca.
Awesome. Yeah, I think we're all going to be broken records. So I would say my biggest piece, and obviously these are different times, but when you can travel safely and visit campuses safely, I can't emphasize how helpful a campus visit is in really helping you know and eliminate choices or be like, yes, I feel it's all about how comfortable do you feel? Do you feel like you fit in? If you talk to a current student, how quickly do you relate to them? When you're talking to a faculty member, do you feel like you'd feel comfortable in class asking a question? Like building those relationships and seeing how you feel on a campus is huge. And so though I know there's lots of challenges right now with that, when you do have that opportunity to do it safely, definitely I encourage you, before you make that final decision, definitely at least visit the campus of the school or top, couple schools at least once to get, a good understanding of what you're getting into and how you feel on campus. And like Justin said, listen to your gut. I think that's huge. That's what happened in my college choice. And I finally trusted myself and I ended up at the right place.
Okay, last but not least, Ashley.
Then I'm going to go logistics, and I'm going to tell you all to pick and to create an email that you're going to use for your college search. Stick to that email, make it your name or something professional sounding, and check that email, because all of us are using email to communicate all of our needs for our applications, all of the needs for financial aid. That is the number one thing. And then if your parents are involved in this, share that email with them. They can see what has been sent, what hasn't been sent, and stay on top of deadlines for schools that have deadlines, and for financial aid deadlines and things of that nature.
All right, folks, that's great advice. And I just want to bring back everybody on the screen here and just say a thank you, a big thank you to everyone for giving up your time tonight and just enlightening us about your individual universities. So I appreciate it for those who attended. I appreciate you sticking with us. And I wish you guys down in Texas good health and happy college searching. So we'll wave goodbye and log off from here. Take care. Thanks so much. Thanks, guys.